Tranquil mind finds a shelter where no anger, hate, shedding blood. Gunfire seeking safety under humanity. There is love, friendship, and equity. No more war and violence. Hand raised for peace.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, poets and writers, friends and family of Munir Mezyed Foundation, audience and viewers, and our distinguished guest speakers, VIP guests, and poets. I'm from Toronto. This is Mo Mudhubunti, convener of Odyssey International Festival 2020. I convey my heartiest greetings to all of you, and I'm welcoming all of you at our Day 3 closing ceremony and the performance from the poet from Asia. We are going to start with our slideshow. After that, our skillful, very knowledgeable host will be following the program. Bear with me. Thank you all. Let me share a glimpse. So today is the day 3. All the poet will be reciting from Asia. Day 3, we are going to start this. Day 3 is dedicated to Rabindranath Tagore Nobel laureate from Asia, who is a Bengali poet, writer, composer, philosopher, and painter from Bengal. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art with contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th century. It is organized by Munir Mezyed Foundation for Arts and Culture, who we are proud of. Media partner, Pelina Theodosiou Journalist, Grace. Munir Mezyed, President of Munir Mezyed Foundation, Chief Advisor, Odyssey International Festival 2020. Nurul Haq, Chief Editor of Boriganga, Chief Coordinator, Odyssey International Festival 2020. Mo Mudhubunti, Director of Lolita Kanto, Chief of North and South America and convener for Odyssey International Festival 2020. We have 5 continents, Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, and South America, Oceania, attending this festival, and attending countries number is 43. Members of Golden Team is 19, invited guests is 10, invited poet is 180. The countries' name are here listed. I'm going quickly. Instead of telling all the name, you can see it in video later on. Session 1. Session 1, we will be starting with our VIP guest, Mr. Giannis Chrysoulakis, the Secretary General of Public Diplomacy and Hellenes of Abroad, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Greece. We will go with the biography later on. Poetry reading by Sila Companini from Italy. Then session 1 will be starting with this slideshow, whatever you are saying. Then the introduction will be Munir Mezyed Foundation. And speech of chief guest, Professor Dr. Din Dayal. Keynote speakers, Professor Nagasu Sheila Panchuma Marthi and Professor Gopichand Purucheuri. Guest speaker, Dr. Sridhar Barb, Dr. Namita Jagadev, Dr. Ibrahim Khan, Dr. Henging Lane. Excuse me if I pronounce anybody's name wrong. Greetings. I'm going quickly. Break for 10 minutes. Session will be starting. The second session will be reading poetry from different countries. I'm going quickly. our slideshow is ended here. Now we have to start our program. I welcome Neetu Smita to carry on the program. Neetu Smita, welcome.
Thank you, Honorable host, Mo Moduvanti ma'am. Here, before proceeding to our program, in one sentence, I like to give thanks to Odyssey International Festival, Munir Mezyed sir, Nurul Haq sir, and Mo ma'am for giving this opportunity to carry out today's program as an anchor. So wish me a good luck. So here in the beginning of our program, we have the guest of speakers among us. Here I would like to invite speaker, chief guest, Professor Dr. Deen Dayal. He is a novelist, playwright, feminist writer, associate professor of Government PG College, Uttar Pradesh. So, sir, I request you to give a speech for the upliftment of poetry.
Little bit of correction. Before that, we have our VIP guest. I think you didn't have the information, so let me take over that. It is a mutual understanding, okay? Neetu Smita, stay with me, bear with me. I ask Nurul to help me to call our VIP guest.
Eva from Athens. Eva
has no video. Okay, Eva, I can add you.
I'm here. Can I call him? Can I call him?
You call him. You call him, okay. And let us give the update, please.
Okay. Κύριε Γιάννη Χρυσουλάκη, σας καλούμε, δίνουμε το λόγο, σας προσκαλούμε να μας κάνετε το χαιρετισμό στην τρίτη μέρα του Odyssey International Festival 2020. Ο κύριος Γιάννης Χρυσουλάκης είναι ο γραμματέας από το Υπουργείο Εξωτερικών. Είναι η τιμή μας να τον έχουμε live σήμερα. Μπορείτε να κάνετε unmute το μικρόφωνο. Σας δίνουμε το λόγο. Παρακαλώ.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ. Thank you very much.
Just a second, sir. I'm trying to locate you. What is your display name?
Yannis, it's written in Greek. Yannis Chrysoulakis. It's
okay,
the Acropolis.
Okay, yes. Hold on a second. I am trying to locate you with your device because
the Acropolis is behind me. I'm here.
Okay, I found you, sir. I found you. Thank you.
Okay.
Let me bring Munir here. Okay, Munir, you can just welcome our guest and I will read his biography in a short.
Of course. I would like to welcome Your Excellency. We are honored to have you tonight with us. This is a big privilege you give us. It shows that you care about culture, and we would like to thank you, and we really appreciate your coming. And in behalf of Odyssey team, all the members of Odyssey team, we give you a big welcome, and we wish you we give you a big welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Munir. Nurul, just welcome the VIP guest, then I will go with the biography.
His Excellency, Mr. Janis Kaiserokis, we are really pleased to find you with us, and we are really glad to observe you that you are one of the person who love poetry and who love poet. Actually, we are the persons gathering here just know how to write poetry, otherwise we don't know nothing. And we are trying to make the world peace through our verse, through our literature, through our poetry. Thank you. We are really glad, we are really proud of you that you are accompanied with us. And on behalf of Munir Mezyed Foundation, especially I am giving you thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nurul. Our VIP guest, Honorable Professor John Chrysolakis, is a graduate of the School of Civil Engineering of the National Technical University of Athens, was awarded a master's degree from a US university and a PhD from the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki. He currently holds the title of Professor Emeritus. He has taught at academic institutions in Greece as well as abroad. He has worked as manager in the public and private sector, has been in charge of large European joint ventures for the production of new technologies, and has a significant international administrative and scientific work. He was elected vice president of the International Association of Schools and Institutions of Administration and appointed as president of the National Center for Public Administration and Local Government. Now, I cordially request Nitu Smita, please carry on with your program.
Nitu, you on your mic. Nitu.
Welcome back to me, all viewers. So it's time to invite our speakers. May I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we have today as chief guest speaker, Professor Dr. Deen Dayal. He is a novelist, playwright, feminist.
I'm sorry, Munir.
Need to call our VIP guest for delivery speech.
VIP guest will speak now.
I thought
the VIP guest he wants to say something, a very brief speech, because he has only 2 minutes.
Yes, yes.
Please.
Yes.
Sorry for the mistake.
He wants to say a brief speech. Please.
Okay. Sir, you please open your mic. I am requesting you to open your mic. Thank you.
Okay.
So you please. Yeah.
Okay. So, dear Mr. President, dear poets from all over the world, thank you for having me among you during this poet Odyssey of yours. A nomadic desert poet once talked about the role of the poet in his culture. The job of the poet, he explained, is to remember where the water's holes are. Survival of the whole group depends on a few water holes scattered throughout the desert. And when the people forget, the poet leads them to it. Dear Mr. President, being the Secretary General for Public Diplomacy and Greeks Abroad of the Hellenic Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it is my job to have an eye for those noble people who bring water to humanity. You bring together as many poets as possible to foster community and collaboration. You foster an open, innovative, and culturally prominent literary community. Your work can create new audiences for poetry. It can facilitate collaborations between poets and maybe other artists. Thus, you can create a new headway for everyone. With this thought, I hope your poetic Odyssey finds its Ithaca, but not before you get to live some fruitful adventures. As our beloved Greek poet Konstantin Kavafis wrote, as you set out for Ithaca, hope your road is a long one, full of adventures, full of discovery. Thank you very much for your invitation.
I am really thrilled by your words, sir.
Yeah, I am requesting our president to express his feelings on the speech of our VIP guest. Please, in short.
I am really thrilled by your words, sir. And this is a big courage for us to go on with Odyssey. Odyssey started to bring its fruits and will continue with our team. I thank you so much, and I wish you good of luck and good happiness, and thank you all. Thank you.
Nitu, you can start your anchoring, please. Carry
Thank you
on.
very much.
Now-
Thank you very much also.
Thank you. Please, we will now, before we give the Indian, we need to hear Celia Campanini poem, then we give it to you, Namita. It's okay? We hear
Okay,
one
no,
poem.
sir. No problem, sir.
Yes.
Okay,
Now,
okay.
now is a beautiful poetry recitation by Sila Campanini from Italy.
Dear soul, to you my big welcome. My thanks to the great poet Mezyed, my longtime friend, president of the Mezyed Foundation, for the opportunity and honor that he reserved to us of being present in a creative way as a special festival, as a name of harmony and peace among people. A big thank you to the special French collaborators, great people and professionals, Mr. Nurul Oku and Ms. Mudomonti, and to all participants at the event. As an Italian coordinator, I read one of my poems, and I invite to prepare the Italian poet Davide Rocco Colocrai. Thank you so much. Thanks again, and good listening.
Thank you, Sheila. The great friend of mine from Odyssey International Poetry Festival from last year, now is Nitu.
Let her read her,
carry on.
let her read her poem.
Who?
Sheila, read your poem.
A te, che ha suso il
Ok.
sentiero, a te, che ha suso il sentiero, ricordi in pagine del tempo, stesi. L'anima vive, i disegni dell'infante timidezza. Il treno corre a ritroso, il cuore pulsa, il nodo in gola. È il trasalire inubriacamente, ma come stelle in cielo i tuoi dolci scritti. A me il rumore della vita, a me la ferita, a me l'oblio. Soffia il riposo dell'anima pura, i tuoi anni verdi, il mio bacio a te in fronte, la tua stanza e i tuoi giochi belli. Melodia celeste, accende pensieri sfumati. Le bianche voci, il vento trasporta in rimbondanti onde. In quel silenzio, il sole porge la guancia e intona per te bambina la sua canzone.
Thank you, Sheila.
Thank
Now,
you.
Renata? Once
now
more.
we can start with our friend from India.
Nitu, you
Welcome
carry
back
on,
to
please.
me,
Yes, now
viewers.
it's your turn.
And thank you, Sheila ma'am, for your nice recitation. And again, on behalf of entire team, I thank our today's VIP guest for his inspiring speech. Now we have among us a chief guest, Professor Deen Dayal. You are a novelist, a playwright, feminist writer, associate professor of Government PG College, Uttar Pradesh. So, sir, I request you to give inspiring words for our festival. Sir.
Good evening to all. It gives me immense pleasure to be here virtually at the Odyssey International Festival 2020, organized by Munir Mezyed Foundation for Arts and Culture. First of all, I thank from the core of my heart to the whole organizing team that has been working since the last 3 days to unite globally authors, poets for the cause and welfare of humanity. Within the same time, I thank internationally renowned poet Narul Ha, whom I had a chance to personally meet at Banda International Festival, Uttar Pradesh, India. Now, what the function of organizations and the foundations I like to highlight on this thing. Art and literature are bound to each other in several ways. Great work of art inspire great work of literature. Great work of literature inspired art. Art and literature are complement each other. Art influences society by changing opinions, instilling values, translating experiences across space and time. Art is a communication. It allows people from different culture and different time to communicate each other in different ways. This is the function of art. So I am much more thankful to the organizing foundation, Munir Mezyed Foundation, for organizing and globally combining the authors and poets, because in the ancient time there had been schools. They were known as School of Poets, Pope, University Bits, Castilian Band, Jacobean poets, and which Scottish poet, metaphysical poets, the Cavalier poets, classical poetry, and 18th century poets were combined in that. And there were so many schools and foundations that gave the shape of literature to improve culture and art in different parts globally. And the same is the work of the foundation. I thank from the core of my heart to the Munir Mezyed Foundation, who is working globally to accumulate or combine the authors to culturally and artistically bind and also combining the culture so that literature globally can be emerged or developed. So within a short of time, I would not like to take much more time. I thank all the poets and authors who are here on this platform to share their experience and their cultures and art to develop literature internationally or globally. Thank you very much for inviting me and giving chance on this platform. Thank you very much for the whole organizing team and also the participants and all over here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your such inspiring and informative words. We all really are thankful to have you amongst us. So after such inspiring words, we are moving ahead. Now we have keynote speakers among us. Here I would like to invite Professor Naga Sushila Pachumarty and Professor Gopichand Paruchuri to give a short speech on this auspicious occasion of today's festival. So Professor Naga Sushila Pachumarty, you have been working in the Department of English, JKC College, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, India for 30 years. You are a bilingual writer, you're poet, author, editor, critics, translator, short story writer, and motivational speakers. So here I request ma'am for your speech. Naga Sushila, ma'am.
Open your mic, please. Turn your mic, Naga.
I request all the speakers, once I announce your name, please you unmute yourself so that our host can bring you on spotlight.
So namaste to all. Myself and Mr. Gopichand from Guntur JKC College. He's working as a associate professors, and Mr. Gopichand is the vice principal to the same college. We have been doing collaborative work, and we have been organizing poetry fest for over 13 long years on our college campus without any registration fee, and providing free accommodation, food, and then offering one anthology free of cost to all the poets who have been invited to our poetry festivals. We are happy to participate in this Odyssey International Virtual Poetry Festival 2020, organized by Munir Mezyed and Nurul Hobji and Madhu Banti ma'am. And our wishes as well as greetings to all the 180 participants from the 5 continents. Here, I just would like to tell you how we have been organizing these fests, how we have been inspired. Generally, we paint our thoughts with the hues of unique feelings, the ebbs and flows of a brush, compete with the passions and fashions on the canvas of mindscapes. Every dawn, we draw a fresh sketch to sustain our souls, to swallow our tears, to suppress our worries, or to slaughter our fears. And every dusk, we plan for a novel model to catch up our birds of words, to build the nest of poems and make them stand still on the sands of poesy shores. Poetry came us as a guest, and we hosted the goddess poesy and poetry for a long time. With utmost care and affection, we became the fondling children of that great goddess, and the prime mover of our souls, the first choice of our lives. And we nurture the goddess with our thoughts, and we decked her with the hues and our finest feelings. We paint her with unique hues on our mindscapes, and we build up bonds and roots in establishing values, permeating peace, and in accumulating hope, in assuring warmth and love. As a guest, she came to us, and we hosted her for over 13 years with utmost care and affection. And here we have the more we have dedicated our lives to poetry, the more dissatisfaction we experienced, depression, because we are hosting the fest not virtually but physically, facing so many hurdles, problems, without having any funding from any other organization or from college management. We have been doing this from our pocket, from our salaries. So that is another thing. And we are happy that this poetry festival has dedicated to Rabindranath Tagore, because he is a multifaceted genius. He breathed sense and sensibility into all works of art. His stories, plays, songs, playlets, novels, poems glow with Indian tradition, thought, and philosophy. And every year we invoke muse with Rabindranath Tagore's poem from his Gitanjali. And here is one small poem to all humanity, entitled, "O Man, be human." O man, fill your words with love. Let the heart throbs for true spirit. Let the mind search for real peace. Let the soul live with strong bonds. O man, fill your world with love. Fill your world with peace. Let new lanes lead to lonely lands. Let old paths guide to happy world. Let all tracks go to human fields. O man, fill your world with peace. O man, fill your world with warmth. Let life run smooth all the way. Let the world sound soft eternally. Let the deeds spread goodness all the way, globally. O man, fill your world with warmth. O man, fill the world with humanity. Let your love kindle love hearts. Let your peace sprinkle peace in souls. Let your warmth create warmth in lives. O man, fill your world with humanity. And here is a small psalm for peace. Teach peace, teach peace. Mothers at home, teachers at school, priests at churches, pandas at temples. Teach peace, teach peace. Spread peace, spread peace. Leaders in power, dealers in trade, doctors in centers, actors in movies. Spread peace, spread peace. Hold peace, hold peace. Youth in love, men in service, authors in print, artists in pigs. Hold peace, hold peace. Let's all save peace. Let's all hold peace. Let's all spread peace. Let's all instill peace. Let's all live for peace and let's all die for peace. Peace for all and peace for all. All for peace and all for peace. Peace for all for peace. With this motto, we have been moving forward with our fellow poets, myself and Mr. Gopi Chand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let spread peace, let live for peace, let spread the message of love and humanity. Great words, ma'am. Great word, and we are very much glad to have such an eminent personalities. Now I request Professor Gopi Chand Paruchuri for a speech, sir. Sir, unmute yourself, sir. Sir, unmute your mic, please, sir.
Yeah. A very good evening to all the poets and good wishes to the organizers for bringing the world together with poets. War made us lose happy worlds. War is present around the world. Doubt and loss of security made man a beast. So there are more lethal weapons which sprout envy, jealousy, pride, anger, and worsened the situation in the world. Weapons breed tension, and we mistook this for peace. Our education should mold our character. Our character should mold our process of thinking. Our process of thinking should mold our way of life. This is what we felt. This is what not only we, all the poets in the world has felt this. We must have a vision of this and save our souls from eternal damnation and destruction. We want our children play, laugh, and enjoy the fruits of nature. So never try to end the world with us. Never try to bend the world for our filthy desires, because the world is not ours. The world is for the future generations. So let us awake, arise, and make the world a heaven where peace will be bounteous. Let peace permeate through the world. This is the reason why the poets can see well in advance, like Rabindranath Tagore, who has pictured the world well to the generations together. One small poem about the world. World is burning bright, dancing on the seas of rage around the clock. Savagery consumes precious souls without mercy. No place to live in peace. No place for peace in malls, schools, homes, and offices. Hallmarks of bomb blasts and insecurity. World is burning bright without peace. Universal peril is settled well at arm's distance. Humanity is chained everywhere with violence. No hope to dream of a free land and a peaceful life. Om, cross, and crescent are the witness to see the world in burning bright. I am very happy that Munir Mezyed Foundation and Nurul Haq and also many others came together to make a unified world, to make the world peaceful with words. So with this, I extend our warm welcome and also our support to this organization, Odyssey, to flourish in future. Peace for all and all for peace. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Wow, sir. It's Great poems, sir. Great words you have told. Yes, we all know the value of art and literature, poetry for our society. With such inspiring and such a great words, great speech, we we all move forward.
Neetu, I need help from you, please.
Yes, ma'am.
So our next 4 guest speaker, I want to know their display name because I don't see by their name. If they are present here, please ask them to tell me what is their display name. Thank you.
Sure, ma'am. Now we have among us speakers Dr. Sridhar Barve, Namita Jagdev, Dr. Ibrahim Khan, Dr. Honging Lim. I request all the 4 speakers to say hi in a chat box so that our honorable host can recognize you in which name you are in your device.
Yeah, they can unmute themselves.
First we have Dr. Sridhar Barve. I request Dr. Sridhar Barve to unmute yourself and to deliver your inspiring speech. Dr. Sridhar Barve.
I think he is sick. He called me 1 hour before and he apologized that I am sick. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Namita,
unfortunately, because of some illness, we couldn't have today, and we move forward. Now, I request Dr. Namita Jagdev, ma'am, for a short speech. Dr. Namita Jagdev, please, ma'am.
Probably not here. Nurul said not here. Dr. Ibrahim Khan.
So we next we move ahead, and I would like to invite Dr. Ibrahim Khan, sir, for a speech. Dr. Ibrahim Khan.
Those 4 are not available. You please carry on later.
And
okay, so you go ahead. Call Munir for his greetings.
Yes, okay, after the session of speech and all, I request today's coordinator of the Odyssey International Festival, Dr. Nurul Haq sir, to give a few words.
Actually, thank you very much. What I will say, I'm using not I. We are really glad and especially I am excited to see the grand success. And I want to convey things. Some of our friends, like Unseen Enemy, had been created many obstacles to postpone the celebration. By the grace of Almighty and under the umbrella of Munir Mezyed Foundation and the shadow
Distinguished poets, Nurul work day and night, gave his more than even heart to make this foundation, this festival successful.
Shadow of Munir, now we are here. I am giving my gratitude to all those who attended with us last 3 days and who proved that there is no power without poetry. Where the poetry is available, power is there. We can make the world peace without war, without gloom, without kill by poetry. Thank you.
Very, very nice word you have said, sir. Very nice word. Through poetry only, without war, without greed, without power, we can bring peace to the world. Now I request today's honorable host to say a few words. Madhubanti ma'am. Madhubanti ma'am.
Thank you so much. When a person is weak, poetry make that person strong. When a person cannot go on, poetry carries that person. When a person is abandoned by society, poetry carries that person and never allow that person to be alone. Today, we came here together, overcoming all the pandemic situation, and we are delighted to have all of your support. And I understand loving poem has no boundaries, and we are here together. It's only beginning. We have to go far, far. From the bottom of the ocean to the sky, top of the sky, will be poetry by Munir Mezyed Foundation. And that Kindle is lightened by Munir Mezyed, respected poet from Romania. Thank you all.
Wow, ma'am. It's really great words. It's just a beginning. We have to walk miles and miles and miles. Now, I request Munir Mezyed, sir, the president of Munir Mezyed Foundation for Art and Culture, to say a few words for our invited guest speakers. Sir.
Good evening, everyone. You are all here for one mission. Is mission to bring people together in order to achieve peace in this world. Narol touched my heart now, and I feel thrilled by his emotion. But I would like to tell our distinguished poets here, poetry is going to win. We need to be patient, we need just to work and to show our heart. Please, Mr. Narol, we love you, and we will continue this path. We still have a long path, my brother. Please. So I just want to say thank you. You did a great job, all of you. And I am so honored with all my friends here and the distinguished poets. I just want to tell you, I'm a very normal person. I'm not president or anybody. I just Munir Mezyed, who loves you, who loves to give you all his love so they can be together. I thank you so much. I mean, I have no words to say, really. Mr. Narol touched me, and he makes me not to say anything. I just want to tell my brother Narol and to all our distinguished poets, poet is going to win. Thank you all.
Thank you, Munir.
May I now?
With this, Nitu, with this, our first session is ended. We'll have 10-minute breaks, and after that, we'll resume again. 10 minutes, everybody please mingle with each other, know each other, give a hug to each other, though it is on cloud. And after that, we will come back again. Thank you, Nitu. Thank you for your excellent anchoring and taking the responsibility to run this program. See you in the second session.
Hello.